Hopefully I can be heard okay today. I had to convince him that he wanted to lay in his bed next to the desk instead of right here on top of my desk. Good morning, good morning. For those who are not in chat, my cat had decided my desk was his desk. I guess it's his desk. I just happened to get to use it now and then. But good morning. We are going to be doing a little bit of a um I just realized my music wasn't playing for y'all. Good morning, Nana. I had music going. Nobody could hear it. it I'm so out of it this morning. I don't know. It's been a great morning. Actually, this nice weather. I've been oh good, you could. All right. I wasn't sure because I think I had something set up wrong here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we got it. We're good. I'm doing better than I thought I was. I'm I completely lost my train of thought there. Yeah, we've had some really great weather. Windows open, just getting that nice sleep and not wanting to get out of bed. And it's been kind of fun. And I keep going like, why am I doing this to myself at 8 o'clock in the morning? I'd rather just be chilling right now. But no, I'm actually looking forward to this. I kept getting requests to do the 1 by 1 challenge again. And um oh oh is she doing okay? That's hopefully I'm assuming already done and over and recovering based on the comment. Yeah. Oh my goodness, poor thing. It'll be over soon and then she can have all the food she wants. But right now you get to eat the fun stuff like ice cream, applesauce, soft stuff. Oh, that sucks. It's got to be done soon, though, I hope. Wishing a good recovery, but ugh, it's always the. I know. Yeah, I can see that. It does. When you can have just that, the novelty wears off really quickly. I totally understand that. 10 more days. Oof. That's a long time. 2 weeks of good stuff. I mean, yeah, that is a long time. Ooh, can you bring some over here? I could go for a donut right now. I'm drinking a protein shake for breakfast. Oh, we have I don't know if you've heard of Quick Trip. It's a gas station here in Wisconsin and this general area. Um and they have these donuts that are just glazed and they're yeah, Quick Trip donuts. Look, a lot of people would be like, we have like a lot of really good bakeries in the area. Why are you going to the gas station for donuts? It's like, because I can get. Oh, quick. Yeah, I only just recently heard that they had expanded into like a quick star thing. Um, I, yeah, I love Quick Trip. I don't know. These donuts are the best. And like we'll go to local bakeries. We have a place downtown from us that makes really good stuff. Just walking in there, the smell, you can smell it like before you even get to the doors, and they make cookies that are like the size of your face. It's a great place. And they have good donuts. But there's just something about that whole like just glazed thing that just melts in your mouth. It's so good. Now I want a donut. Yeah, we're pretty in a good spot when it comes to bakeries around me right now. And even when I was growing up, there was a bakery in our hometown. And we would actually make field trips there for school because it was so good. So yeah, we're very lucky when it comes to bakeries around here. And I still will go to Quick Trip to get a donut. Oh, okay. So I have been asked so many times to do this challenge again. I did do the 1x1, but I called it the Void Challenge at the time, and we were down in the basement. And I thought maybe, you know, we'd let her have just a little bit of, well, she doesn't get to see the sunlight, but we at least get to see sunlight as we're doing this challenge. So I created the sim this morning. Her name is Anya Boxwell, because she lives in a box. This was my 4 o'clock in the morning brain, so you'll have to excuse her. Thank you. She turned out really well. I just kind of randomized her face and then went from there. And I love her freckles. She has like my favorite freckles. I don't know. She turned out so good. Also, by the way, waffle breakfast sandwiches. I have not tried them. I'm going to have to try them. And yeah, the donuts at like the good bakeries. I can get an entire box of Quick Trip donuts for the cost of one donut at the good places. And I still say that I probably enjoy the Quick Trip ones more. It's just the way it goes. I don't know. I definitely prefer them. Yep. I think there's some element of, it's not exactly fun to be paying that kind of money, you know, and when you know you've only paid like a couple bucks and it's hitting the spot, that just feels so much better than spending $5 on a single donut. What is going on here? She is, we apparently don't get to see her right now. I have no idea where she is. Wait. Oh, there we go. We found her. I love this face. What are you doing? That's better. Let's get some poses in there. This is the way we have to start making money here. Because we need to be able to expand. She has this journal. It's from a mod. I will ignore that. But 32 simoleons on the first round of pictures is not bad. But it's the only way I know of to make money in this first bit. If anyone has any other ideas beyond this that you can make in one single tile, I'd love to know it. But I see everyone start the same way, so I have a feeling this is pretty much it. I don't know why we suddenly just jumped away. There we go. That's a good face. She is making all the faces right now. Okay, she likes photography. All right, that works out for us. We did not make as much money on that, probably because we were taking some pictures of walls there, but it's a super exciting start to this challenge, always. I think we need more selfies. Oh, geez. Every time my mouse just disappears. It's like, nah, I don't want to. Okay, let's mix things up a little bit. Let's do a little of this. I don't think we can... We don't have any filters on this. Oh, wait, we do. Because I've heard that sometimes adding filters can change up what you get for it. So if we do a couple of different filters here, that is bright. Wow, okay. And let's see, 12. That was our least that we've made. And that's with her liking what we're doing. Okay, I think with that, I should be able to expand. Now, this first time into build mode, probably going to take some time. Oh, wait, we need more funds. I'm thinking it's 60 simoleons per wall. And for some reason, I wasn't remembering that we actually have 3 walls to build here, not just 1. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get it. It's fine. Okay, she's getting into this now. We're good. I think we just do some plain boring pictures. Yeah, that actually made us more than it did the first time. Okay. Have any of you done this challenge before? It is a fun challenge. It's kind of one of those things where it's like kind of surprisingly difficult to get things going. And I kind of enjoy that challenge. I think the biggest difficulty in this challenge is knowing when you're done. See, I'm kind of the same way. I don't really follow. I've always said challenges are great because they get you to do things that you don't normally do in a game, or they can make it more difficult. But rules that kind of keep you from enjoying the game, which is kind of the whole point of playing a game. If you're not enjoying the game anymore, then why are you doing this challenge? So there are times that I will break rules because I'm still enjoying the idea of the challenge. I'm still, challenging myself, which is the point. That was only 8. I really need to mix things up here. Okay, I should be able to expand. I think I want to get... I should probably explain her traits and everything. Wait, how much do I need to do this? 60 times 3 is 100. It's not 117. Alright, I should explain Simology here. She is materialistic, a little paranoid, socially awkward, probably why she's living in a box. I don't know where the enthusiastic thing came. Oh, I guess from choosing a lifestyle aspiration. She's a bit of a geek, and practice makes perfect. I would like to kind of get her a computer and do programming. Something different. I see everyone always go for painting, and painting's fine. I just want to do a little bit different, a little something fun, And yes, games are not supposed to be chores. If you're not having fun with the game, then why are you playing it? That's why I think a lot of times, it kind of bothers me when people say that those who play cozy games or play sim type games, we're not real gamers. I think gaming is just enjoying what you're doing. If you enjoy, yes, it is. It is so rude. But if you're enjoying playing a game and you're a gamer. I don't know. This whole idea that you're only a gamer if you play real games. It's like, what? This is a real game. I've put many, 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 many hours of my life into Sims games and other cozy games. I grew up playing games. Exactly. Like the name basically says what it is. A gamer. If you are playing a game, you are a gamer. If you want to identify as a gamer, go ahead. I think also a lot of times it's underappreciated how much skill it can take to play even cozy games. And there's a lot of people too that are like, well, like, what qualifies as a cozy game? I think it's if you're into games that there's death and dismemberment, and you still are sitting back and you're feeling comfortable and relaxed while you're doing it, then for you that's a cozy game. So enjoy it. I think a lot of people have been playing a lot less Sims. And I have seen a bit of a resurgence with Minecraft again. And a couple of games that are kind of similar to it. I can't think of the name of the one that just came out like months ago. I don't think it really lasted as long as I expected it to. No, it's like a Minecraft type game. If my son were awake, he could tell you in an instant, but I think it was based on Minecraft originally. It was a server on Minecraft or something like that. Yes. Hytale? Something like that. Yeah. And yes. The 100 baby challenge is like such a challenge. Oh my goodness. That probably the one, I mean, you could hear it when I play. And I will have people kind of make comments that, yeah, if it's stressing you out this much, you shouldn't be playing. I think sometimes my stress, quote unquote, and annoyance during my 100 baby videos is taken a little too seriously. I may appear stressed, but I'm having fun in a stressed way. That is the strangest sentence I know, but that's kind of the best way to describe it. Like, I'm perfectly fine. I'm enjoying the stress, the challenge that it gives me. It's not that deep, Okay, we've finally expanded. Now, my game has like 8 billion, like, everything in here, so this is going to take a moment to load. Once it loads this first time, we're pretty good, but, yeah, and I think too, like, a lot of people will criticize even though, real gamers for yelling at their game or whatever. It's like, come on, I've yelled at my Sims. I can't judge someone for yelling because something went wrong in their game. I mean, if you're taking it too seriously, you might want to take a little bit of a break. But, overall, things are not that serious. And it's okay, as long as you're having fun at the end of the day. Okay, I don't really want to use any of the, like, custom content ones, because in my own rules, I find that kind of cheating. Yeah, I don't know why I do this. I like to make my life harder. My extreme 100 baby rules were meant to be extreme, and they were too easy for me, so I made a rule that made things even harder, and I don't know why I do that. But it's more fun to play too, because I'm challenging myself, and that's why I'm playing a challenge. And I do love, I'm still annoyed that one of my previous 100 baby challenges got corrupted, because I was on a roll with that one, and I'm still salty about it. But anyway, I try to find the cheapest in-game desk, which is 200. So I want to, if I do use a custom content one, it has to be at least as expensive as the cheapest, like, official. So we need 200 simoleons for a desk, and then another, I believe it was 80 for the cheapest computer. So we're looking at, or 880, what am I talking about, 80? I wish I could buy a computer for 80. Okay, so we need a mere 900 simoleons. It might be wise for us to do some painting in between. I'm trying to think of some other ways she could make money in 2 tiles. I could squeeze a desk into this space, but I do think I technically need to at least probably expand out to a square. So we're either going to take a lot of pictures, or we need to think about another way to make some money. Resetting, like as in you have no money and you're all, like, starting from scratch basically with the house and everything, or yeah, it does. It's hard sometimes to find time for just, I get that, because, like, even just loading up the game and getting in and getting things done, yeah, just starting the game sometimes. I think when time is tight, mobile games are kind of the way I go. Like, that's the thing, kind of things you can pick up quickly. I do have a couple of games on my computer that I consider, like, mobile games. I literally have Google Play on my computer, so I can play mobile games on my computer, but they're really good for that whole, like, jump in for a minute and play, and you don't feel bad if you have to walk away from it. With Sims, it's like you're in there and you've got to wait for everything to load, and then you got to figure out, well, it's definitely not a game that you can typically play for just a couple of minutes. But, and I agree. I think that's the reason why Rags to Riches are my favorite challenge because you have to work so hard to get things built back up. And a lot of times, even in my legacies, like when I have someone, the next generation, move out, there will be some reason they go without money. Because, you know, if you have, your family has, you know, hundreds of thousands, and you move them out, and they have all the money that they need, like, what's the point? You're just kind of going through the motions, where if they have to work for it a little bit, it makes it so much more fun, in my opinion. And yes, Vending Machine Co. is great for those short little play sessions, and I play so much of the mini games. I probably play more of the mini game part of it than I do the actual vending machines, because those are just, I don't know, they're so fun. I love a good, and I'm certain I say this incorrectly, but I love a good, like, Suka game. Yeah, the fruit game. It's Suika, sweet Japanese word of some sort that I have heard pronounced 8 million different ways, and I really should look it up. This is one of those things, like, you know how you should look something up and you keep forgetting to do it? One of these days, I'll remember. But yes. Okay, but you are supposed to bring the rest of us some donuts, just so you know. It's only fair if you're going to talk about it. You have to bring them for everybody. Get extra good ones for your daughter. Oh, yeah. That fruit game. I put so much time into that fruit game. I think that is my favorite part of the game. And it's so silly because it's not like there's not plenty of other versions of it. I even have a cat version. But something about that particular one I just really enjoy. The coin push is fun though too. I really need to start opening up some more neighborhoods because I'm really curious what kind of other... I'm not as into the fishing game, or the one where you just drop the food for the fish and the ducks. That one just feels like it takes too much time to accomplish what you want to. We're going to be so sick of looking at her face after a while, aren't we? She may be cute, but at some point it might be a bit much. Okay. Snapping some more pictures. We got this. This is why it's called a challenge. Okay, so if we take about 15, that gets us 100. We only need to do this about 100 more times. No problem. We've got this. Okay, more pictures. I wish I could click faster, or we could, like, take all 5 as one, like, a quick succession of... where did you pull this notebook from? There's no way that pockets fit in those jeans. Yeah, I'm the same as far as, like, taking my time with games. I don't think I'll ever be the kind of person who's like, I sped run this game in, you know, and that is part of the reason, which is going against what I just said, but I did do, like, a speed version of the bingo, the James Turner Rags to Riches bingo thing. I tried to complete that as quickly as possible, just as a bit of a challenge to myself. But I will admit that as much fun as I had with the whole challenge, I really wish, and I've been considering redoing the challenge with maybe a different bingo board, because he has other variations of bingo as well. But a different bingo board, but taking my time. Because when I play Sims, generally I like to tell a story. I did not create a story here for Anya. Anya just ended up in a box somehow. Could be because her last name is Boxwell. She really likes boxes. I don't know. I did not give her a story, and I feel kind of bad about that. I feel like maybe she deserved a story. Maybe we can give her a story. She wants to be a cat. Valid, you know. Cats do like their boxes. Maybe at some point we can get her some cat ears and, yeah, we'll make her happy that way. Anya, the wannabe cat. She's locked herself in a box until she can achieve her dreams. She's going to be a programmer is my plan here. She's dreaming. Like, yeah, that bad dream where you're stuck in a box. That could actually be... She's dreaming about becoming a cat. Or she thinks she's a cat. She's stuck in a box. Something like that. Oh my goodness, that looks like my mom's dog right there. Okay. Wait, I want to see what your name is. I gotta check you out. Okay, not quite as many colors as my mom's dog, but pretty cute nonetheless. Alright. More pictures. Here we go. Why am I doing it that way? Okay. So, she's having a bad dream about being a cat trapped in a box. And she needs to earn enough money to get herself out of here. Oh, I haven't opened the arcade yet. I need to get back into that. I kind of paused the series for a bit. I think I was getting a bit burnt out on it. Wow. That sounds like an intense dream. But I love the name Kitten Play, though. That is great. My names have been so cheesy. And, oh, you can... So they're not even stuck to the... to the actual arcade. I miss the arcades. And thank you, by the way. But I miss arcades so much. Our mall used to have an arcade, and I miss it. That used to be the best place to go hang out. They just get dropped off at the mall and spend the entire day there. Oh, yeah, I watched someone in a video before I started playing. I watched someone who put all of the cashier desks all out in the hallway. And it was kind of funny. Also very chaotic. I was tempted to do it because it seemed like it might actually be kind of efficient, especially when you're running the place on your own. Oh, jeez, in the parking lot. I didn't even realize you could take stuff outside. I knew it could be moved around, but I didn't know it could go outdoors. Hopefully things are not too loud. With the nice weather, everyone's decided it's time to do all of their yard work. And once one neighbor starts, they all start. I've been through this before. It's a thing around here, and it's kind of annoying. Alright, I could afford the desk. I don't think I can afford a computer yet, especially if I keep my rules. Now, I could do a one-tile desk that's at least 200. That's 195, so we're not quite there. That's 2 tiles. This is 1 tile. So we'll get you in there. And you're going to need a chair, which I have a feeling you're not going to be able to use. Okay, so cheapest in-game is 55. This one's actually kind of cute. And she likes the color green, but, there we go. Okay. Oh, crap. Nope, can't do that. We're gonna have to get another space. Get back in your box. Alright. That's fine. We've got this. We're fine. It'll be okay. I think I can actually... Probably, maybe... Yeah, I can expand. We're good. Alright. So, we just have to take, 8 million more pictures, and we should be able to get a computer. I have to wait on the chair. I wish we could use computers from... Okay, I should check your needs. How are your needs so good? I just thought we kind of need to take care of her needs as well. Gotta keep an eye on that one. Last thing we need is the sim dying before we have a chance to do anything with her. Okay, so toilet is looking like the first thing we're going to need. No, I didn't. I debated, but I didn't want to have the perks, although then again there would also be the negatives. I went back and forth on it. I decided not to. I could probably do another version where I did make some more challenges, like, you know, the ones that make everything icky and then make her have an issue with... We could basically make her life very difficult, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, that's one of the challenges, or one of the lot traits, right, that does that. We could probably do something like that. Yeah, I went back and forth so much on what rules I wanted to do, and I kind of decided to keep it really basic, and I might regret that decision. I like doing this challenge. I had the one version of it here on the channel like ages ago, like last year already. But I also have played it on my own too. And this, I think, is the first time I've played it without any lot traits, which sounds probably a bit crazy. Oh, we need that desk. She's not going to make money right away either, so we're going to have to really work at this. I might regret this decision. But I randomized her traits, and she was a geek as one of her traits. And so that's why I decided on doing the programming as her thing, which I thought would be a bit more of a challenge as well. So I might end up making some decisions to change our lot traits. We could actually take a look at those when I go back in to get a computer, maybe, or I could get a chair so she has some place to sit. We might be able to afford a toilet now. I do want to get her this chair, but that green was kind of ugly. I don't know how I feel about the green. Okay, we've got that. Let's take a look at our lot traits. We have... Okay, Creepy Crawlies is the one that I was thinking to make things more difficult. Cursed, Grody, we have so many. The Mold, I'm not a big fan of it, but I could actually see. Some of these others, like Off the Grid, would definitely be really challenging. The Quake Zone might make her a bit nervous off and on. The Volcanic Activity, I don't think would affect her much, because the things seem to land outside of the lava bombs, seem to land outside of the house, so that's usually not an issue. I didn't even know that this was a lot trait, or a... Yeah, what happens on this lot stays on this lot. I should have that trait on for my 100 baby challenge. I have the scandals turned off, and yet it just keeps happening. I think gnomes. Broken things get mended. Okay, that's... Maybe it's the penny pixies? Sims often find loose change around the place. Yeah, we could go for it. And then... private dwelling. It's definitely private. We don't even have a window. Let's see. I always like the cat and dog hangout, but the constant sound of cats meowing does get to be a little excessive. Let's go ahead and give her fast internet because of what she's going to be doing. I don't know if much of these others would make sense. but I think we should give her a challenge to counteract it. So, my question is, which one challenge should we do? I'm leaning into, like, the... I don't know if I want to do creepy crawlies. I don't think I'm in creepy crawly mood today. We could... yeah. Cursed or grody. What's the... Okay. I feel like grody and filthy are basically the same thing. But apparently they're not. They both came with city living. Sims have a chance to get nauseous when eating, drinking, or using the bathroom. Well, problem solved, because she doesn't have any of those things. So let's go for it. That works. Alright. Can't get sick if you don't have a bathroom. My theory, anyway. Alright. There we go. More pictures. I gotta keep my inventory open. Oh, I have 60 of them in there. Oh, we're so close now. We're getting there. She's getting good at this. It's getting to nighttime. We're starting to get dark. I have not played in this neighborhood. The one that came with for rent. I have not played here in a long time. I think the last time was when I did my rent to riches challenge. And that was a while ago. That was like the day For Rent came out. Then again, For Rent has not exactly been very stable, so that probably has a bit to do with it. Let's make you excited. That looks more flirty than excited. I guess. Similar vibes, but I don't know. Okay, we're so close. We need 800 for the computer. And we're gonna get like the cheapest, crappiest computer. There we go, exactly. Yeah, my issue is clutter. I don't clutter as much as most. Well, not most. I mean, I don't clutter as much as like the real clutterer type people. But I do like some clutter. I like things to look nice. Okay. How low can you go? Desk block. There we go. Cheapest, crappiest computer. And now you're going to admire your new possession, but apparently you can't use it? Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there for a minute. I like having it look a little lived in, but I want my Sims to actually be able to do things. Okay, she's very focused. We need to get her... I think we're going to have to take more pictures, for sure. Especially to get a toilet. It would be very convenient having the toilet right next to the desk. The grody thing, definitely going to come into play here, because it would be quite gross to have your toilet right next to you all day. Convenient, but gross.
Yo, zip.
She's also on the world's most ancient computer. I'm just going to speed her up. I should probably save. Good point. Yes, it was actually very fitting. But probably the most logical. Okay. So I'm just speeding through, trying to get her to the point that we can hopefully actually start making money on this somehow. Maybe. This is when I learned things like, despite playing the game for years, I don't know how things work. I don't know. I think the issue is I don't necessarily pay much attention to it. I just kind of do things. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's okay. And I'll learn something, and then the next time I need to play with something, I forget it, and then I have to relearn it. And that makes life exciting. Her social is actually pretty good. But the nice thing about having the computer is we can socialize. Okay. Now, I should have opened programming. Okay. Make a plugin. Oh. Oh, wait. Let's get some selfies in here first. Can we take selfies while you're programming? No. All right. We're going to take some selfies so you can get a toilet. It's only Sims, you know. We're doing our little side gig to get her. I know, we're working on it. We're working on it. Hang on. Don't pee. We can't afford a shower. All right. I need enough to get like don't pee. Don't pee. It's going to be a whole scandal. Everybody's going to be upset. It's going to be unnecessary. I'm speed picturing here. Okay. What do we have? 108. I don't think that's enough for a toilet. Maybe the super cheap one. Where we could get the like, no. Okay. Cheapest toilet is 250. Okay. We can do this. We've got this. Hold it just a little bit longer. We just need $150 more. Simoleons. Remember what you're playing. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's take some nope. Don't like that one. Sure. I think that was the exact same one I started with. Okay. More pictures. I feel like she's not actually making more money doing this. Let's look thoughtful. Sure, that's one way to look thoughtful. We've got a thoughtful-ish look going on. And let's see. I wish this was on the first page. Okay. Not to be picky right now or anything, but okay. And then, let's look sad. Because you gotta go to the bathroom. Posting this to your Simstagram. Please send money. I need a toilet. Hashtag gotta pee. Okay, let's see. More sad. You looked really... Oh my goodness, that's very dramatic. Okay, this is like pretty sad. Okay, how much have we got? 187. I see that I needed 250, so we got enough for a toilet. Somehow, we managed to get enough for a toilet before she peed herself. Okay, I think we'll just tuck that right there. Now, the most disgusting part is you're not going to be able to wash your hands. But we can't be too picky right now. I think the next thing we're going to need is a shower. And I think the kind of shower where we can just put it right in front of the toilet. So 300 will probably be our next goal. But she's probably going to need some food as well. Yeah, she's probably going to need food before she needs that. All right, you better get to programming. Because that plugin will hopefully make enough money to buy a fridge. Not a fridge. I need more space first. A cooler. That's the word my brain was looking for. We need a cooler. Let's speed you up. All right, here we go. Okay, we made 13. There we go. All right, that's a start. Let's make another plugin. We need a lot more plugins. We need a very valuable plugin or something. We might want to hack. I don't know if she's the kind to hack, but we can definitely try. Okay, 12. That was not as great. Let's see if hacking is more lucrative. I don't know how good you're at it, but good you're at it. Good you are at it. All right. Speeding through. There we go. Leveling up. That's great. Now we can mod games. Not a lot of money in modding games unless you've got a really good Patreon. In The Sims itself, there's not a lot of money in modding games. 77. There we go. I think that's enough for us to, I don't think I have room for it, but is it called a cooler? I always forget. I think it's in the fridge section. Perhaps. I have too much custom content. It takes forever for things to load. Especially when I try to type things. Yeah, I think they call it a cooler. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Cooler. Probably one of the outdoor activities ones. Chillville. Yeah, I should be able to afford one of these. Yeah. Let's do a green one. Oh, geez. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work. Can you grab a meal from there? It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but she's managing. That's one of the big reasons why I don't do a lot of builds that I upload, is because I like my custom content and I use it a lot. And uploading to the gallery would just be too much of a pain in the butt to try to tell everyone exactly what I all used. Oh, it's gonna get gross in here so fast. We're in trouble. Okay, let's see. Hacking was definitely more lucrative, so I think we're gonna work there. You are struggling a little with social, so I think after you hack, we'll go ahead and socialize. Just do the low-key lounge mod thing, apparently. It's the hair that always brings me back to downloading CC. I will delete everything once in a while. And then I will be like, you know what? That hair, that new hair, really nice. Gotta have it. And then next thing I know, everything is back in my mod folder. And I will do things where I like delete, thinking, hey, I know, I'm going to delete everything and only download the things that I know I'm going to use. And somehow I end up with even more stuff in my mod folder than what I started with. So that's always a dangerous game for me to play too. I have always been a bit of a custom content addict. I have been adding at least since Sims 2. I even used to make CC for Sims 2 way back. Like, what? I mean, yeah, that's been a few years. Yeah, probably still. I've said this before, but probably still the one that was the best of them, as far as a game. But I enjoy Sims 4 more, I think, because I'm more of a dollhouse type player. Sims 2 I like as a game. Sims 4 I like as a storytelling tool. And I think each has their place. Sims 1 was the one that obviously started the obsession. Too much programming? Oh no. No. Okay, well, at least you're chatting now. And when you're done, I think we'll have you take some more pictures. Sims 2 was hilarious, though. Like, just the randomness that would happen. I think 4 is missing that humor sometimes. I think they had tried to bring some of it back, but it didn't land the same way. But I also think humor and what's acceptable has definitely, for better or worse, had some shift. So some of the things, I mean, even if you watch old movies, and I say old even though I'm older than these movies, but like 80s movies or 90s movies, sometimes you watch them and you're like, this aged so poorly. And I think there's some element of that with Sims 2. There's things that they just would not be able to get away with now, which is unfortunate sometimes. I think I miss that humor sometimes, but I understand too, because there were a lot of things that we thought were okay that really were not. There's some things I don't know why it was acceptable, but here we are. But I do wish that they could find a way to bring some of that humor into it. I mean, these faces are pretty humorous. Okay, we need a bed. I'm honestly surprised how good her energy is. Can you, like, sit and take pictures of yourself? I feel like you should be able to sit and take a selfie. That seems like fun. I can't believe we're still taking pictures of the walls. Oh, yeah. The animations in general have really gotten basic. And that's part of what made Sims 2, despite its graphics and everything, which at the time were great. I mean, you know, we were happy with it. But despite the limitations, by putting so much into all of those little details, it definitely made things more engaging and interesting. And we're talking about, welcome back, we're talking about Sims 2 and kind of comparing it to Sims 4 and just kind of getting an idea of, what I guess we would change maybe if we were building the ultimate Sims game. I've always said, you weren't allowed. Oh my goodness. We need to change that. I was an adult, so I was able to do whatever the heck I wanted. I was an adult when Sims 1 came out. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think my parents were pretty relaxed about some of that stuff, so and I guess I'm glad I'm not the only one who's called in sick to play a game. Actually, it's funny because I do remember times even when, to give you an idea of how much of a gamer family I came from, despite my age, I recall times when Dad would call in sick because he had to finish a game, which was fine. He had the days and the paid. It wasn't like he was not making up for the work that he did, but and I've said this before too, that my mom was the first of us to finish like Super Mario Brothers, and we're talking 1, 2, and 3. She was just really good at those games. I was 21 when Sims came out. And then Sims 2, I don't even remember. I mean, Sims 4 is definitely the least risque of all of them, I think. But Sims 2 was actually not that bad. I mean, I suppose it depends on how you feel about some of the things, but like, yeah. Sims 2 is too fun to deny people. I feel so bad that you didn't get to play. It's such a fun game. I need to figure out what bed I'm going to use. We need a bed. I'm going to need 3 tiles, so I'm going to have to do some... That's fair. I do think, like, when my son played, and he was easily younger than 9, that wasn't even something that came up. He had more fun just building, so it was never like something I had to worry about. We do have enough for a bed, but I need to expand. Okay, so we need 210 to get a bed in here, and I'll have to kind of do some rearranging. Yeah, 210. Okay, are we still brain fried? Because we can do a bit more of the hacking, or we can make another plugin. I think we should try to hack again, since that's what we're here for. The natural disasters were the best part of SimCity. Like, yeah, my poor townspeople. I don't know. They went through so much. Yeah, this could be a girls versus boys thing or something, but yeah, he definitely was not about the babies. He had no interest. He would basically make himself and then a gigantic house, and he'd become a gamer in the house. And you know, like those original Sims builds we all had that were basically one big room that was way bigger than necessary. That's pretty much, he's done the classic. Yeah, science babies. I mean, they don't show anything, but it would probably take some explanations as to why they're going in the bed. That's probably where Sims 1, and I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because then you get to actually make what they look like. That's more fun to me too, honestly. Although I do have fun with my long like legacy challenges, just kind of seeing what they become, the having that surprise of them. But yeah, especially as a kid, I could see having more fun making them. But I'm trying to remember what I think Sims 2 was the one with the really intense, or was it Sims 3? If my brain is starting to meld everything together, that had the really intense cutscenes for Woohoo. Yeah, one of those would definitely not be appropriate, probably for 9. But yeah, it must have been 3. 2 I think would have been okay. 1, it was like near impossible. Did Sims 2 have cutscenes? See, maybe that's why it's all melding together a little bit for me. I really need to play them again. I have them. I just need to actually play them. I was kind of thinking of doing a Sims 2 stream one of these days. Oh, I think I just got... Okay, I got disconnected for a moment there. Okay, I think we're back. At least on my end, I disconnected. Okay, she's getting brain fried again and very tired. Okay, I think we're gonna have to cut that. And yeah, I haven't played in a long time, so I would definitely have to... I mean, I've opened up the game and did a bit when I got the updated version, because I had... Okay, yeah, it dropped out for a moment and I figured something had to have happened there. Anyway, I gave away my Sims 2 discs to my friend when I got Sims 3. Kind of wish I still had them, to be honest. But I did. That's sweet, but no thanks. Nice as it would be to get some free money or whatever right now. Yeah, we need to get a bed here, but yeah, I ended up getting the Sims 1 and 2 thing. I already had all of Sims 3, so that wasn't like that. I had held on to that one. But I opened it, I got some things going, and then there was other stuff going on that I ended up not... Actually, I'm working on it. We got it. We're almost there. I think that's... I forgot how much I said I needed. I lose track of things. Okay. 210. Okay, we can manage this. Actually, just go with the plain bed. There you go. You can sleep with your head right next to... Maybe we'll flip this, so you at least don't have to have your head right by the toilet. Because that would be weird. Okay. So I think our goal is to build her a complete house. No thanks. Sounds sketchy. No free money. Sorry. Would love to take it, but no. Anyway, goal, complete house. I want to do a kitchen that has at least 2 empty counters. I don't know why I'm being that specific, but at least 2 just to make it like a fuller kitchen. Stove, fridge, sink, separate bathroom with a shower and tub style, a bedroom with a double bed, a full living room with a TV, just to get an idea of where our goals are going here. Because I don't want to make this too easy on myself. Alright, we're feeling a little stressed. what can we do that will continue to make us money, but not stress her out? Maybe we should actually just... I'm not going to use the knit thing. I do have a mod that allows me to not need the whole knitting basket to knit. And I don't want to use that. I do need a shower. She needs to use the bathroom. Maybe we can just chat with some people. Nauseated from the lot trades. We're going to have regrets, aren't we? Hopefully she still feels like socializing. We can just chat with some people. Maybe we can just cry ourselves to sleep. Maybe just relaxing would be good for her. Because I think she's feeling a little bit stressed at the moment. Get the social up. Yeah, and it makes it hard when you want the knit basket, because then if you want a decorative one sitting someplace, as most knitters would have, I say as a knitter, then you have to buy 2 of them to be able to have the visual of having a knit basket and also being able to knit. I do, when I'm doing challenges like this, require myself to buy the basket and place it someplace, but then I don't have to have it in the inventory to knit. But I limit myself, and I can't knit unless I actually have the basket. You gotta buy your supplies to knit, and knitting is expensive sometimes. Okay. Your social's okay. I think I'm just gonna let you relax for a bit. You're not stressed right now too much, but if we maybe relax for a moment, I'm just gonna set these up here. And then we'll get you back to programming. And can we finish hacking? I think we lose progress. But if we can hack Lothario, we might make enough money for a shower. A garbage bin would be nice. Although our best bet for garbage bin would be the trash bin or the money bin. Because then we don't have to worry about an exterior bin. And we also make 10 simoleons every time we throw something out. That will take a lot longer to get, though. So, it all depends on how long we want to stare at stinky plates. Or bowls, in this case. Fingers crossed. We can manage this pretty quickly. Oh, that's true, a sink. Why do I always forget about sinks? You like programming, that's great, and we made 105. Yeah, there is a cheaper money bin now. It came in one of the updates at some point. Okay, so yeah, let's do a sink. It'll at least give us a little bit with our hygiene as well. And we can get really cheap sinks. I kind of like this one. I want to do a little fun color in here. I know it's an art sink, technically, but who cares? Alright, so we're going to clean up these dishes so she can get that dealt with. Go ahead and, yeah, wash those dishes. Why do my needs panels keep closing on me? And then we're going to wash our hands a couple of times. Brush our teeth. Admire our new possession. I keep forgetting that she actually is materialistic. I think that it's kind of a rough one for her. But there we go. Okay. Love her pajamas, by the way. I even gave her the little froggy slippers to go with it. I kind of want these. I'm not even like a big like frog person, but there's something about these pajamas that just feels so cute to me. Okay. Knees are pretty good all around. I mean, I'm probably going to need to rotate that so we can get... I'll wait to have a meal. I think we'll get into programming again here and hope that your overall... Let's see, do we want to... Maybe we make another plugin. She seems to get more stressed when she's hacking. So we might want to balance this out a little bit. And then...
Polino.
Yeah. I'm just going to speed through a little bit, though. Okay. And I think the more money, or the more skill we have, the more we should be making. Okay, 35. It's definitely more money hacking. I think we'll just go back and forth between hacking and programming plugins.
Yo, zip.
She's she's very relaxed in her pajamas, just hacking. No big deal. Leveling up. There we go. Level 5. Okay. Wow. We're already at level 5. With all the knowledge gained in this skill, Anya feels comfortable sharing this know-how with others. Well, too bad you're stuck in a box. Because you're having a bad dream about being a cat. I think that's what we decided. At least suns are not blowing up, right? Okay, 64. See, yep, that is definitely better. Okay, we're going to have another quick meal. We're going to get some granola. And then chat with some people online. And let's see. I don't know why we're chatting with Cameron. I have no idea how we know Cameron. But we're going to do that. We're going to chat with Cameron. And then we're going to just randomly chat. Maybe we met Cameron while chatting online. And that's how we know. Because apparently we met Cameron somehow. Despite living in a box. And then if your social is up, you should feel good enough for us to make... Oh, start a side job. Yeah. There we go. Side job activated. Milestones. Okay. I have not started I'm just realizing this with this popping up. I have not started a new save in a long time. I've been running some pretty long-running series lately, and it's definitely been a while since I had a new game. That's one issue, I think, sometimes with series, though, is that they do run for quite a while. And I would like to do more one-off type things with The Sims. More things that don't take months and months of time of episodes every week. Sometimes it's nice just to pop in and play one thing. I really like doing the... It's such an easy thing, I guess, but I really like doing the random genetics type challenges, or the ones where you have a sim that has a very unique look, and you work to kind of breed out that we'll say, I know they're generally called like ugly to beautiful challenges or something like that, which is kind of awful, but I like when you take some over-the-top looking sim and see how long it takes to breed out that random trait, like an extra large nose or something. It's just kind of fun to see how genetics works in The Sims, and I think that's why I enjoy those kind of challenges, and why I have lasted so long with some of my my like longer legacy challenges. Is it's been interesting to see how we get from that initial sim to where we are now. Clement, how do I know you? No thanks, weirdo. So Clement, Father Winter runs Social Bunny. Good to know. It's an interesting career choice. Okay, we're done chatting. We need to get to work. Oh wait, we're doing more chatting. No, we need to get to work on our side job. I don't know what kind of side job we're doing. I've been going through some stuff lately. Do you mind if we come over and stay for a while at your place? You can, I'm going to say okay, because this will be funny. I want to see what you're going to do. Because you're not going to make it into our house. So, welcome over, Cameron. Good luck. Yeah, legacy challenges just, they do go on and on. I'll fully admit that. I just realized I have no place to put a shower. I think I might be able to expand this way. Oops, I didn't mean to wake you up. Okay, I could probably fit the shower in there. When the... yeah. This is usually when I actually accept the people coming over. Most of the time I don't, to be honest. But when they're in these weird situations, it's just so funny to me to see what they'll do. He's just sitting out here in the road doing his university work. I really love the trait, but I have to keep myself from relying on it when I do Rags to Riches, because I think that it has made Rags to Riches too easy. I thought it was a great addition, and it works for a lot of Sims, and it also allows like an extra type of gameplay. But when I want to challenge myself and make my Sim have to work for a bed or something, being able to sleep on the ground is so tempting. Okay. I'll speed you up a little bit here. Keep an eye on those needs. I'm hoping we make a good amount so that I can get her a shower. Oh, of course. Repair. At least it's a good thing you apparently know how to repair computers, or we'd be in some trouble. I've been trying to use it more. Trying to use so that I need to do things like order groceries and stuff too. And the foraging is great when you're trying to complete collections too. I really like that aspect too. Now, do I sell the parts? I feel like I'm going to sell the parts. Because I want to upgrade by buying better, not by upgrading the items. Which may or may not bite me in the butt later on. I wish there was more pack integration with some of that stuff though. Like it all worked together just a little bit better. Sometimes they do feel a little disconnected from each other. Okay, he's very sad. Probably, okay, yeah, at least you can talk to other people. I'm surprised you haven't actually just come onto the lot, though, instead of sitting in the road, but it's all good. We got it. Okay, you need video games? She hasn't needed to have fun, though. I don't know. I guess we'll play some video games when we're done here. Okay, okay, you're feeling energized. Oh, it's starting to get dirty. We're gonna need a vacuum soon, too. This could be a problem. We don't need a fire starting in here. It's not like she can escape. Okay. Looking for love? Not at the moment. We're looking for the ability to get a door to leave the house. Yeah, that... It feels like it would be... I understand a bit of an undertaking. And I know that it's not going to happen now. And probably a thing that only modders might do. But I don't understand why when they add new packs that those things were not done. Like, new skills should be added to university. That should just be logical. when collections or something are updated because of different packs, like additional crystals or something. Those should be worked into things. There's so many little tiny things. Yeah, the flea market that I never go because it's just kind of boring because there's never anything really exciting there. I forgot she's paranoid, so I'll have her change her passwords when she's done with this job. Then we'll use this. Have a quick meal. 162. There we go. We're going to grab some cereal. And I think that should be enough to get the cheap shower. Lack of practice. You've been practicing all kinds of programming skills. Why so sad? I would throw that away, but we don't have a trash bin. We will hopefully be able to get you a shower soon. We're gonna clean up our dishes. Wash your hands. Maybe I should get... That's always the worst, is when you finally get... You finally get like a mod that you really enjoy, that's really helpful to you. And then the creator's just gone. I'm glad that they are doing the updates they're doing. It's definitely making a lot of positive changes. But yeah, there's so much more to do yet, unfortunately. Let's see. I know I have... I want to get this one, so I need 1,000 for that. Oof. Okay. Maybe I should just get... I think I can get a cheap vacuum. And that will be... At least I can clean up the floor. Because I don't want a fire to start. But yeah, there's so many things. Yeah, I'm not counting on any more actual content coming to it. It does sound like they're building the new project on Sims 4 and they're like porting everything over. But what does that mean for people who already own everything? Do we have to rebuy everything, or is it, is it going to be the same game but like updated? I'm trying to understand. I mean, this is EA, so if we can make money, we're gonna make money. You know what I mean? And so I know most likely they'll charge. It'll be some kind of subscription model or something. I think that's what they hoped they could do with this, and there has been evidence already that they're hiring people who are specialized in creating subscription models for things. I think calling anyone stupid for any thoughts on The Sims is stupid. It just... Because none of us know for sure. But I think it's very reasonable to think at this point that they're just trying to kind of hold this game together enough until they can get the next thing out that people will want to buy. And I think we do have a little bit of a problem just with people in general in the community. Yeah. I go on rants sometimes, but I don't see how it wouldn't work. I would respectfully disagree. I mean, yeah. And you don't have to say something is stupid without giving, like clearly you kind of got that vibe from them, and it is rude. There is a lot of rudeness in the community. There's a lot of like building on the negativity, I guess, sometimes. And I do miss. Now, there's always been an element of every gaming community, of every community in general, of people who are very vocally negative. And I'm not saying like The Sims is perfect or anything, but I think sometimes, I mean, far from it. Not even Sims 1, Sims 2. I think sometimes we forget how, as much as we have the nostalgia and we love those games, I like Sims 3 is a really great example. I couldn't play Sims 3. I went out and bought a brand new computer that should have been far beyond what was necessary to run the game, and it was so badly optimized. And at the time, I didn't know where to look for the. I knew how to do some basic modding and some basic custom content, but I didn't have the resources now that we do to make Sims 3 run better. And you know, none of the optimizing had happened, and I had this brand new computer that could still not run Sims 3. I mean, it ran it. I guess I'm being dramatic when I say it couldn't run it, but it would take literally 30 minutes to load the game. And everything was so laggy and so awful. And I didn't have all the packs. We're talking back when, like, the beginning of the game and, you know, 1 or 2 packs at the most. And it was so, like, I loved the idea of an open world, and I loved the idea of all of the choices we had with, you know, like being able to pick our own patterns and our own colors from a color wheel. The ideas were great. The execution was awful. And so I guess sometimes for me, that memory is still pretty strong. So there's elements that people complain about in 4 and say, I wish it was like 3. And it's like, I don't know that I do. And now obviously we have new technology, so we could probably make that happen without the issues that were there with Sims 3. And definitely, yes, there are times I would probably have a lot less custom content, because a lot of the custom content I have is recolors. But I think sometimes we look back on those past games with rose-colored glasses. And coming to those games now, if you're playing Sims 3 for the first time, now it's very different, because you didn't get to experience that time when our systems couldn't run it, and people hadn't made the mods that make it actually function, or they were harder to find than they are now. And a lot of the people, I mean, kind of going back to our discussion way earlier on cozy games and gamers and whatever, I think in my experience with the people that I know, a lot of people who play Sims, that is kind of one of the only games they play. Or they play a lot of similar games that are kind of low impact on computers. The kind of games you could run on a potato. And so, like, when you have these games that take up so much resources, like Sims 3, people just, they didn't have the computers to do that, and they didn't understand, and I've done so much troubleshooting. I'm trying to, I guess, explain what I'm saying is, like, there was so many times I was trying to help people troubleshoot their games, and it's like, you're on a computer that can barely open a Word document, and you're wanting it to do all of this with a game. I don't, but I think people who are just now coming into it, they have much better systems that can run the game better, even without a lot of fixes. And they don't know what it was like then. And yes, Sims 3 now is way better than it was then, because of the fact that we can actually run it. Yeah, exactly. the there's so much misunderstanding over Chromebooks too, and it does get like you try not to be like, you know, you should know this because not everybody does. And it's also one of the positive things about Sims though, is that it is the kind of game that's easy for people to pick up. It's easy, it kind of is like a gateway for people into games, into computers, into modding. And it's a learning curve. And it can be frustrating sometimes to help people through that learning curve. But I think there's just a lot of forgetting what those earlier games were like, and that they had their faults too. I think that's basically what I'm trying to get to, is the games had faults too. And I'm not saying at all that Sims 4 is not the worst of them, but I'm saying like those earlier games were not maybe as fantastic as we like to remember. I hope that makes sense. I'm going off on my own little rant there, but I think, yeah, I think we're due, if we're going to continue Sims 2, we're due for a new version. We're due for a version that is built on the machines that we have now, with the typical machines. I think understanding that a lot of those who play Sims have played it for years. They've been through it all. They have certain expectations. Use the new technology to bring it all together. But also understand that a good portion of your player base, they're just entering into the world of computer games. Even now, there are still plenty of people. Yeah, open neighborhoods is, and I think we talked about that in our last stream, that open neighborhoods is definitely more what I would like, because you can even see it when you're in a neighborhood. Those other households in your neighborhood are clearly loaded already. You can see people moving around within the neighborhood. You can see people moving within the houses when you walk up to them. So they're clearly there and doing something. It feels like it would be very easy to even adjust the code. I know it wouldn't be, but it seems like it would be. And actually, there is a mod, I believe, that came out not that long ago, where they have accomplished that to some degree. So it's there. Hello, Hunter. Welcome. Good to see you. We have, I think, the capability to add it to the existing, but I think it would be easier for us if we were to move on. But also saying that, I hate the idea of starting over, and I kind of agree with what you said earlier, Kitty, that to some degree a subscription model doesn't sound like that bad of an idea when you look at what we've invested into a game. It might end up cheaper to pay a monthly subscription, especially if it means that the game is continuously developed, continuously updated. When you don't feel like playing, you can, stop your subscription for a few months. Because a lot of us, when we play Sims, it's like you play hard for like a month or two, and then you just put the game away for months on end, and then you come back to it. And when you put all the money together that's been spent on the game, that $1,000 would go pretty far through many, many months if they were charging a standard subscription kind of rate. I hate the idea, but at the same time, from a budget perspective and like looking at what I've put into the game, I can see why it might be a smarter decision for a lot of people. And I hate to admit that, I really do. because, you know, it just seems like so many things have become subscription based. I mean, you can't even print now without having a subscription. Like, you imagine you have ink in your printer and you need a subscription. I mean, we have an old printer. It's an old laser printer, so we don't have to worry about it. But I hear people talk like, I have ink, but because my subscription expired, I can't print out of my printer. This is so stupid. And yeah, everyone would have, they wouldn't have to worry about all the different configurations. I do see the positives in it, and I know that probably can get me canceled admitting that, but I do see the positives in something like that. But it's also a slippery slope, because when do they stop charging? When do we stop having to pay for every little thing? And yeah, if you're gonna be charging me $15 a month, you sure as heck better be oh, okay. I was gonna ask what problem. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. I hate that word, but it is. It is really, it's silly that you can have ink in your printer and you can't print. It just doesn't make any sense. But yes, pricing would definitely be a big factor, because how long is this side job going to take, by the way? It feels like she's been stuck. I think I'll have her have a meal here, and hopefully that gets her moving. But if the price is crazy, then you better be making sure that I have lots of features for my $15 a month. You better wow me. And knowing EA how they are now, I don't think they're gonna wow me. I don't see myself being wowed. Yeah, that makes no sense either. And we do have that problem with the laser printer. If certain colors are out, we can't print until we buy another. And those cartridges for laser printers are insanely expensive. But on the plus side, they last a really long time. So we don't print that often. Yeah, I don't know how they would make that work, though, to make, if you're paying $15 a month and they just release certain content, and that becomes permanently yours, but then if they update or change things, would they give you the updates if your subscription is not up to date? Things like that. It would be a lot to figure out how they're going to do it. And I have a feeling it's more likely going to be, this is the amount, when you're paying it, you can play, when you're not, you can't. And I have in the past had subscriptions to game type things, like the Big Fish games or whatever, where you would get like a game each month. I was on, I don't know if anyone remembers this website, but it's called Pogo. You could play games, and you know, there were subscription models to play games on there, and you would get like little stuff like for your avatar and everything. And I had a subscription there because I liked being able to play ad-free, and I liked having the additional challenges that came with it. So I mean, I'm guilty of playing. Good, I'm glad I'm not the only one that remembers these things. Sometimes they say Big Fish and Pogo and people are like, excuse me, what? Oh, Wild Tangent, yes. Oh. Yeah, and you know, it's not like we didn't kind of set ourselves up for this, because we did pay for these subscriptions. So we set the bar there that we were willing to do this. And maybe I have some regrets about that, but like, for me, if I'm getting value out of it, if I'm enjoying myself, as long as the subscription cost is in line with what I'm getting out of it, I don't hate it. I don't enjoy it necessarily. Like, there are some things that we get subscriptions for now that it's just like, it's silly, like the ink situation. But there's other things, like for me, it's just entertainment cost. I had some of my games stored on a drive, and none of them would run on my current computer, even in the compatibility mode. So I don't know. It might be something. There's probably things out there on how to do it, how to make it work. There's probably hacked versions of them out there too. I appreciate that we can talk about it too. I think I understand the feeling like jumping on it right away, that it's a negative. And subscriptions do kind of suck. I mean, if I have a choice between a subscription or buying something outright, I would rather buy it outright most of the time. But if the cost of buying it outright will cost me more than what, the value or time that I'll get out of it, then I would rather subscribe for a short time. I've done that with, that's why I had subscriptions to some of these game type situations. I knew, like, Xbox games is another great example. See, I don't remember my old password or anything, so I don't know if I would be able to get my stuff. But, Xbox games is another great example. I had a subscription until they raised the price to a ridiculous amount, because I knew that I'm not a game finisher. Most of the time, I like to play games for a bit, and I a lot of times get bored with a game, and I stop playing it. So for me, outright buying 20 games doesn't make a lot of sense if I can just subscribe to a few games, play the games that I want, cancel the subscription when I'm not playing, and, it's all... yeah, he needs to get in here. He's suffering out here, by the way. He's having such a rough moment. Yeah, good luck getting in here, Vlad. Not happening. I don't have a door. I used to... Microsoft Rewards, you could... basically doing searches every month, you earn points, and then... I mean, the downside is you have to use Bing for searches, but... if they're going to pay me to do it, then why not? And you could get your points together, and then you could actually use the points to get Xbox. So I was doing that every month until they raised it to the point that I can no longer afford Xbox. So, or no longer, it was more than I could make in a month. And yeah, for me, it was a good value. I just did some searches every day, and, read a couple of articles now and then, and I was essentially paying for it. I think our social here is good. And I was able to play some random games now and then, and it was fun. And I think we're going to make an app this time. We're going to make you... I keep forgetting I'm actually playing a game here. But yeah, I can see the positives and I can see the negatives. And I think, like with a lot of things, that brings up another thing. A lot of people complain about the marketplace. Do I like it? Not exactly. Do I have things from the marketplace? Yes, I do. I have actually lost subscribers because of it. My husband, as kind of a gift to me, before he knew kind of my issues with it, bought like one of the big, like the $50 package So I have a ton of marketplace points, and I have been picking things up. And, you know, not just the free things, but I have had people actually, like, leave nasty messages because I had marketplace things in my game. And, you know, I'm of the opinion that my husband already spent the money. I can't give it back. So why would I just let it sit there being useless? And he knows not to get me anymore. But, like, I'm going to use the marketplace stuff. And, you know, rather than getting nasty, maybe, you know, for starters, be like, hey, is there a reason you have that? Not just, you suck, I'm leaving, you know. Which, your prerogative, that's fine. But it was so silly to me. But I think the marketplace, in a lot of, from the numbers that I've seen, is not any worse than Sims 3 store was. And yeah, I watched the ads. I watched as many ads as I could get. I tried to get as much of the stuff free as I could. But there were a few things that I purchased. Because I like Sims. That I do agree. They definitely, in my opinion, should get a larger cut. But they're apparently happy enough with the deal that they keep uploading. So they must be seeing enough to make it worth it to them. And that's their prerogative. Just like it should be okay for everyone to purchase if they choose to. And I don't think we should have such hate for it, I guess. I don't think that the Sims 3 store was much different. And, you know, we all complained about that then too, but a lot of people still used it. And it didn't automatically mean that Sims 4 began with a store like that. In fact, it took them quite a while. I give them, as painful as this is for me to say, I give them some credit for waiting so long to add a store, to be honest. Yeah, it does feel that way. There's some that's like, if you're not enjoying the game, why continue to associate with it? There are so many other games out there to play, and even with The Sims, even myself, there have been times I've just been frustrated with it, and I put it aside and I play other things for a while. But I come back to it because Sims is like in my blood at this point. It's been such a part of my life for 20 some years now. I mean, how long has it been since Sims 1 came out? Like, a long time. And everybody, I think pretty much anybody, if you ask them about Sims, they'll at least know what you're talking about. Did we make money on that last one? Or did she stop? I didn't even see how much money she made. Yeah. There's always something that it's cool to crap on for a while. It is what it is. It is kind of my... Yeah. I think one of the issues, too, is negativity gets more interest, gets more views, causes more conversation. And it's a lot easier to get attention for negativity. So, I mean, there's entire channels that are based around negativity on not just The Sims, but like literally anything. Negative things that are happening in the world. Negative, just negative takes on anything. So it's just a whole industry of negativity. And that's why I do like to have the conversations about this kind of stuff, but I also want it to stay positive, and I'm glad that we're keeping it, in my opinion, positive. I mean, we have talked about some negative aspects of things, but I hope that we've kept things pretty positive here, because I want to be able to talk about stuff, and I want people to... I feel like things have gotten so black and white. Like, it has to be one extreme or the other, and reality is in the gray. With anything, that is probably the hardest aspect of this for me to deal with, and is the big part of why I wasn't thrilled about the whole marketplace and everything. I think it's because of who now owns EA that I'm struggling with supporting what's going on right now. I'm struggling with associating with the game, and I hate that that's with the game, as we've said, has been part of our life, you know, for half our lives, or not, if not more, for a lot of us. To have something that's such a, it's our safe space, our happy place, whatever, and it's been soiled by negativity, by politics of all things. Like, I never thought that politics would come into this, and yet here we are. And yeah, it's difficult, like literally a struggle for me, and for many, I know. I look at Lil Simsy. She's based her entire channel around The Sims, and her last name is literally Sims. And we know this has been such a big part for her, and you can see the struggle for her. And I feel so bad because I know how much it affects me at my age, and I'd like to believe I'm a bit mature most of the time. I mean, she's, I think, a good example of how it's affecting people in a way that is not fully appreciated. Like yeah. You like handiness. She likes everything I put on her. And she found some simoleons. Well. And yes, hopefully they work. It might take running it in compatibility mode, but I would think if they're still allowing you to download them, there should be a way to do it. Now I just need to figure out if I can remember. I don't even think I have access to the email I used back when I had my games. Bummer. I know that's such a loss with him. It sounds, I know to someone outside of the Sims community, saying stuff like that probably sounds so ridiculous. But these things have become part of our story, our community, you know, like the Big Wallets, Jim Pickens, Captain Sauce with his Kevin Sauce character. There's certain things that have become such a part of Sims lore even, and the Big Wallets ending is just, I never thought we'd see that. I've been through many emails. I used to do a lot of like money type stuff too, where you would have to sign up for things, so my emails would get so piled up with spam. I was making money, but yeah, it's part of the appeal of the Big Wallets, beyond obviously the fact that it's such a long-running crazy series, is that he found a way to incorporate the new things every generation. And so losing that, I don't know. I don't know that it will have the same appeal and interest that it had before. It'll be interesting to see how he handles it, but it feels like he's avoiding it. Like he's not ready to really, maybe he doesn't know what to do with it, you know, and I can understand that. I don't know. Oh, I'm getting all sniffly. I've had windows open finally. Weather's finally been nice, but it's still a bit dusty out there because they're doing more stuff in our yards. Yeah, and I know from personal experience, remodeling is a beast. We remodeled our kitchen last, like, October to December, and we spent the entire 3 months living. We have a finished basement, but we were living in our basement and no kitchen for 3 months. So I was grilling out the entire time, or microwaving, or using our air fryer, our Nesco. Um, so I am mildly jealous of their ability to be able to afford a whole separate house to stay in during that time when they had their kitchen done. Uh, because, yeah, that would have been nice. It's our main living space is upstairs. So our bedrooms, living room, the main bathroom we use, the kitchen, all of it is on the excuse me, on the main floor. And at the same time we had the kitchen done, we were like, okay, we're gonna get new floors put in, and they redid all the trim and everything. We went from, like, the basic 80s ugly wood that's not real wood to like all white trim, actual wood underneath there, and new floors and everything. We completely gutted our kitchen down to the bare bones, nothing left. Could see actual insulation, and rebuilt it from scratch. And it took some time, and it was definitely an interesting process, and I had to take, like, during that time, even with recording, so I fully understand what they're going through with trying to find time around it. There were people here from like 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day, and so I had to try to find time in between when they were here. Oh no, she's burned out. You get some rest. I had to find time in between to try to upload or record and upload a couple of videos. So I was like uploading something every few days. Oh, Delicious Emily, I haven't played that in forever. Oh my goodness. Yeah, living in a studio would have been really difficult. Especially, those are like the two main spaces you use. Wow. I don't think I could have done that. We were lucky we had like an extra. We have the bathroom nobody likes to use. We call it the cat's bathroom. It's just like a really awkwardly laid out bathroom where it's like way too tight. They put the toilet into like a closed in area, but it's like not enough room to actually like move, when you need to do things. And then there's a shower stall next to it, and then the sink. And the sink in the bathroom is where I had to wash our dishes, which was also fun. And then the guys were up here using our bathroom, and I felt the need to sanitize everything literally every day, because the entire time they were here, 3 months, nobody used the soap. And I think I heard the sink run maybe once a day, and that was kind of disturbing. I'm calling them out, but a house full of guys not using the soap and not apparently using the sink was... Yeah, I did say something. I did actually say something to the main... There was a woman that I dealt with most of the time for any of the things, and when she was talking about things at the end, I was... This is awful of me, but I was literally like, you might want to let them know that homeowners are aware that they don't wash their hands. So I don't know if that changed anything on future jobs, but yes, you. Very you. And one of the things in our contract is that we have to provide a bathroom for them to use. So we had to let them use our bathroom. But like, yeah, when they would leave at the end of the day, I'd go through like wiping things down with Clorox wipes and just spraying things. I was having a moment. I'm already like a person who doesn't enjoy going into public bathrooms or anything, so the whole thing was, that aspect of things was a bit rough. Probably harder for me than having to do the cooking outside and all of that. I would, oh, milk and then yogurt. That's a weird combination, but I think I'd rather do that again than have someone using my bathroom for 3 months. Having a whole bunch of random people using my bathroom. The guys were great though. Like that part was a little ew, but the guys were really great. They were very friendly, very open to just chatting and stuff. Heard some great stories. Like some of their clients are quite well off, and yeah, they they had some really fun interactions with some well-known people here in Wisconsin. I'll probably not tell the stories because I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but let's just say that one of the guys said basically that he was glad to be doing our job because we didn't treat him like a slave. Which is a lot. And this guy, he's like, he was 25. He's got 2 kids already, and he's trying to get the money together to buy his first house. And he's like going into these houses of these people who have 6, 7 bedrooms and like, you know, ridiculous stuff, and they treat him like he's trash. It just was, he felt so awful, and he's like, it's just nice having someone who talks to me like I'm a human being. And I'm like, wow. For starters, I was amazed he told me that, because I could see him potentially getting in trouble if his boss knew he was telling me stuff like that. But I'm glad that they felt comfortable here. Maybe a little too comfortable at times, but one guy, when he would get here, the first thing he'd do is go use our bathroom. So, and this is 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, wow. He did say he has 3 daughters at home, so that might explain a few things. It's probably his first chance to get to use a bathroom. But random, wow. All right. We're trying to get her social back up. I don't know. I mean, she could try calling the guy who's literally outside her house. Although we can't. Yeah, because you're here, we can't. We could maybe chat with you. Because her social is pretty bad. Yeah, I was never really one to do makeup or anything, but it did turn out I was allergic to it, so that probably explains why I always found it uncomfortable. But yeah, I agree. If we had, like, well, a lot of times, like, our dressers or something would have the mirror on it, or we'd have, like, the mirror on the door, so there was no reason we couldn't do our hair someplace else. And there were, at one point, 4 kids and my parents, so, you know, we had to make it work. Yeah, even in high school, it, like, I mean, like I said, I ended up discovering later on that I was allergic, but when I put it on, my face just felt like tight and itchy. Like, no matter how light or no matter what type I used, just my skin felt so weird every time it was on. And as far as like the most I'll do is maybe put on some mascara or something and then like a bit of lip gloss. And I think the last time I bought mascara was like 20 years ago. Yay, it worked! Excellent. Well, now you're gonna have to start streaming you playing old games that you've discovered on your account. I'd watch it. Let's go ahead and donate a Simoleon. I was just watching someone playing Diner Dash the other day, and the whole time I was getting frustrated because he was doing it so badly. Diner Dash was my jam. Sims and Diner Dash. That was pretty much between the two of them. Oh, yeah. Then there was it was another Emily game, wasn't it? That was similar to Diner Dash. Is that the one you were talking about earlier? Maybe. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Diner Dash. There was another two that was a non-Emily. There was the Wedding Dash. There was. They were all pretty much the same thing, but I played them all too. I loved them so much. Diner Dash was the classic, though. I could go back to that one. I did find a copy, like a Flash version of it. I don't even think it's actually Flash, but what I would call Flash game. But it was only like 4 levels. Oh, the hospital one, yeah. I found a hospital one on the Google Play store that was very similar to that kind of thing. I don't think I played the babysitter one. I didn't get into that one. I don't think I ever got that one, I should say. Not that I didn't get into it, but like I never even tried. But I could see liking that one too. I mean, they're all great. Like, we need to get you like. This is. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. I haven't played that one. It sounds fun though. Sounds challenging too, but like I like a challenge. So, Diner Dash and Sims had a baby. That actually sounds right up my alley. I have to see if I can find. There are some available through various means. They're like abandonware now, so it's possible I could probably find some of these. I know Diner Dash is available that way. I just have to probably try it on another computer first that I care less about to make sure there's nothing sketchy along with it. And maybe I can get some of these running to play because yeah, those were my kind of time management games. Like, we need another Diner Dash game. These, like a modern Diner Dash game that actually works well. I play some, I guess, that are similar. There was a, like, Here's Your Seat or something like that. I have it on my wish list. I potentially have it. Oh, my Steam is opening now. I thought I had Steam open already. We're getting an update. I'm dropping frames. Oh, okay. I think I'm back. We blipped. I made the mistake of opening Steam, as you can see. Normally it opens on my second screen. Oh, Cake Mania, yeah. I liked all the little putting the different toppings on it. Oh, those are so fun. Now I'm trying to find this one. I know. Oh, okay. Poor quality over on YouTube. I apologize. On YouTube, we should be leveling out in a moment here. We are kind of pushing things today because I have been having issues. I've been trying to limit my streams to about an hour and a half because of issues. We are getting fiber in a month. So if we all just hold on, it'll be okay in a month. And then I can have my yammering sessions and we'll be all right. Is This Seat Taken is the game I was referring to. I was trying to find the name of it. Okay, opening. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm getting... Looks like it's running real sketchy over on YouTube. I apologize. Oh, okay. I will check. I can pop over there real quickly. I'll see if I can... Whoop. Why is my messenger not opening? Oh, what a beauty. Oh my goodness. So cute. Is it okay if I share? It's okay if it's not, too. Like, she looks a lot like my Salune. Actually, I wonder if I can... I'll be right back for a moment. I just want to see if I can find my... I have pictures of the cats here, but I'm trying to find them. It can be quite a pain in the butt sometimes. I had a bunch of pictures. Okay, this is Salune. Ignore her little snotty nose. She has a little bit of a sinus issue. And let me see if I can get a decent one of Odin. Or Odin's always sleeping on things. This is Odin. You can kind of see them. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to show you pictures and then you can't see because I am not on my desktop. Durr. Okay, so let's try this again. My desktop gives you a little bit of a hint of what they look like. This is Odin. He is our youngest. He's a rescue. We went in just to look and to play with the cats. And then we were told that it was free cat day. And so he came home with us. He makes some really funny faces sometimes. And okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, I have like the worst pictures on my computer of all of them. Like they're, you know, the ones where they're looking all... Okay, this is Salune. Making everything all hairy and fuzzy. She is a Siberian. She's 18. She'll be 19 soon. I'm sure I have more of her, but she's always sleeping. They're very sleepy kitties these days with their being old and stuff. Oh my goodness, I am... Maybe should be paying attention to what's going on here, huh? Let's see. Let's get you programming. Keep making that app. I have the pictures of our kitchen in progress. There's Salune down there. Okay. I might have actual pictures of the finished kitchen at some point, but I'm going through so much here. I have a really interesting toilet I asked my mom if we should put in our house. And she said that might be a little difficult to wipe when we're sitting on it. I was not totally serious. It's a lot, isn't it? It's pretty funny. Oh, okay, wait, I will show off your picture too. So this is Light, who, by the way, is adorable. He's so cute. Let's see if I can get things sorted back out here. Okay. Okay, I think we're back on YouTube finally. Okay. You know, that's about all you can do because they run the place. That's just how it works. Um, cannot find any pictures of Pandora on here.
Oh?
There's another one of Odin and his tongue. He likes to stick out his tongue, but just a little bit. He doesn't want to show off too much, you know. Sometimes he gets bedhead. He does have one eye that has glaucoma in it, so he's it was damaged. They're not exactly sure how, but then the glaucoma on top of it. But okay, sent you the link for the tape. Okay, thank you. I'll definitely have to check that out. Oh my goodness, why can I not find Pandora? I have thousands of pictures. Yeah, he when we got him, he also was very poofy. His cheeks had been very swollen because all of his teeth had been broken. They had to remove his canines because they were damaged when he came into the shelter. But he gets around it fine. He has no trouble eating now. He probably eats more than the other two combined. And that says a lot because Pandora, despite being the smallest of the cats, is quite the piglet. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's a blurry picture, but that's Pandora. She's our eldest. She's 19 now. She's getting a little gray around the eyes, little grays on top of her head, but she is our cranky girl. She's always a little looks can be deceiving. She's a cranky little butthead. Luna is the one that everyone thinks is precious and sweet, but yet she's got a little snotty nose. But she, if a mouse got into this house, it's done for. It's full on, like, she is the hunter of the group, which always surprises everyone. Hey, there's Odin with more bedhead. His little ears. Oh, and this is my little brother. His name is Rascal. This is not a great picture of him. He apparently has bedhead here too. My mom's dog, but he's apparently my little brother. He's a pain in the he gets away with it. I think that's about all I'm finding. I mean, other than random pictures where you can't really see what they look like. Yeah. And of course I can't find the finished kitchen pictures here, which when I showed you the others, I was like, well, I could show you the finished pictures too, but apparently not. Apparently they're not actually here. They're probably on another spot, but all right. Programming level 9. We still don't have a shower, but we have programming level 9. I think though, because I am seeing a lot of dropped frames, I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to have to end for today. But I'm hoping I can, let's see, I'm looking at probably Saturday. My husband does do an online D&D game on Saturdays, and I might be able to come on that day, as long as all of us being on the internet at once does not completely destroy my connection. Otherwise, I might be able to find time to pop on tomorrow, but it'll depend on a lot of things. I'm still trying to figure out how I want my schedule to be for sure. Right now, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm glad you could make it. I know it had been forever since I streamed until this last couple of days. I'm not even sure what made me just kind of decide. I just really wanted to get back into it. I think after having the long vacation time, I felt ready. There we go. We're maxing out programming, which is perfect timing. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get a more regular schedule. I'm hoping we can get things with the internet sorted out, and then I think that'll be when I decide for sure what kind of schedule. I would love to be able to stream like every weekday, but I also want to maintain the videos on YouTube because I know a lot of people um want to, you know, they want to see those videos too. So yeah, I would have to limit my time with the streams if I were also recording every day. And I kind of don't want to have to do that. That's why I'd like to have dedicated days to the streaming. But we will figure it all out at some point in time. But thank you, everybody, for stopping by. You know the drill. Paw the like button if you're over on YouTube. Subscribe or follow, whichever applies to where you are. If you'd like to stick around, if you're on YouTube, we also have the Catnip Club. If you'd like to get some extra perks, like cute little emoticons, and you get to support the channel while you're at it. All that said, have a cozy day. I'll save you a spot in our next adventure.